this whole rover concept. What can you share about the conversation you and Torts had about how he now thinks of how you play?
Yeah, he came up to me in Minnesota before the Winnipeg game and just said he doesn't consider me a defenseman anymore, considers me a rover. And I think obviously for me I have to take it with a grain of salt because I still am a defenseman, and first and foremost my job is to keep the puck out of our net. But I think it just gives me the full green light to go play offensive and take chances and be aggressive and stay up in the play. I think I've kind of shied away from that the last few games, so I have to get back to it.
What you mentioned some things there, but what are the hallmarks of this rover style play? Torts mentioned being lower in the zone, being available for an east-west pass, even offensively, way low in the corners. Are there things you want to work on to be a better rover?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what you can work on.
Yeah.
I think it's just reading off the game and reading off your other teammates and just trying to be up in the play. He told me whenever there's a chance, just be aggressive, and he'd rather have me err on the aggressive side than on the safe side. So I've been trying to do that. Like I said, I kind of got away from it the last few games, but I'm trying to get back to it.
Do you feel that the transition game, playing the puck through the neutral zone, comes into play in this style as well?
Yeah, definitely. We play a fast north-south game, and it's always nice when the weak side D can get up and join and be an option. It's hard to defend when you're a defenseman, so we know how tough it is. So it's nice for when we can get up there and be on the offense.
That's what Coach Shaw was saying as well. He feels like you and Seth playing like this really kind of puts extra pressure on the opponent's D to fade. They're not used to seeing this. Have you seen that happen yet in games, maybe even last season?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just it's one more player they have to worry about up in the play. So it's maybe it's reads that they can't make or times they can't stop because me and Jonesy are up there in the play. So we try and do a good job of that and just getting up and supporting our forwards and being an option. And like I said, it's tough to defend when you're the defenseman, so we know just what it's like. So it's good when we can get up there in the play.
You and Seth are both basically rovers. No, it's not just you. It's kind of the two of you together. Is it a term that's kind of becoming a thing around the room for you guys, or is it just more the concept of how the team is playing?
I think just the concept. Ever since I talked to Torts about it, I haven't heard the term really since. So he just yeah, he kind of just told me about it, and I tried to think and understand what it meant. And I think at the end of the day, it just meant just be aggressive, be offensive, jump up in the play, err on the aggressive side, like I said. So me and Seth both do a good job of getting up in the play, and we're going to continue to do that this year.
Shawzy was also saying, this is where the game is going, but it's new for him too. And he's like, sometimes I maybe don't say as much to those guys on the bench anymore. Are there ways a coach can help you guys as you evolve this style and get stronger at it, or is it just innate to how you both play the game?
I think it's just how we both play the game. Obviously, Shawzy is so knowledgeable and he sees the game in ways that we don't. So it's always nice when he says something. But I think it's a learning experience for a lot of guys, just with that new term rover. And it is the way the game's going. You see guys like Carlson and Burns and Doughty. Those defensemen are all over the place and they get points and they're so good defensively. So it's one of those things where I think as a group and maybe even our coaching staff, something as a group, all of us, we can learn together and kind of go through together. So it's been nice. It's nice having Jonesy doing the same thing as me. It's one of those things we kind of read off each other and learn.
And it's just kind of an evolution of how you guys started playing together last year as well, no?
Yeah, definitely. We just built off last year. We had a pretty good year last year and just trying to build off it and take it into this year.
Did your eyes get big, Zach? Or did you have a moment maybe when you skated away and you're like, yes?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the ultimate green light, and I think it's mainly one of those things where if you feel like he trusts you to be offensive and be up in the play and and be aggressive. And I think last year he trusted me and put a lot of trust in me, but I think this year I can really tell that Torts really has a lot of trust in me and Jonesy, which is nice.
What kind of change, and maybe it's no change at all, in your mind you have as you're going through a play, a game, a shift, whatever?
Like I said, it's one of those things where you can't really prepare for. You just have to read the play and read off your teammates and just look for that opportunity to jump. And I think the one thing this year that I've noticed since you brought up the term rover was whenever I see an opportunity, I'm jumping. Where last year sometimes I'd kind of stay back a little bit and try and read the play more. Where now it's just kind of all I'm thinking is offense, which is a little bit different than last year for sure.
Have you ever had that mindset at any level of hockey when you played?
Not really. I've always been offensive and try to jump up in the play, but it's usually when I have the puck. Now I'm trying to jump up and create offense when I don't have it, which is a little bit different.